What's up, YouTube? This is That PlayStation Gamer coming to you guys with a brand new video. Today we're going to be responding to Rome Rush, aka PlayStation Fanboy. This video has been covered by a couple other people. This is the $70 price tag one. The narrative, Rome, it's not a narrative if it's true. Most games are going to start costing $70, and I hate to tell you this, buddy, not everyone okay with that. In fact, most people seem to be pretty pissed off for good reason. So with that said, let's get into the video. Let's see you shill for this. And yes, I'm wearing the beanie again because it's starting to get a little cold around here. And hell, I like to cover up my hair because it's a fucking mess. So, like I said, let's start.
People and their narratives, their
Sorry, I had to turn the volume over for me.
disingenuous behavior.
Disingenuous behavior. Like what? People being upset about.
That's what I would like to talk about.
I want to say this for the record. This man has a man cave. That's actually pretty nice for the record. And he does his YouTube videos off, a phone. Dude, I'm using an HP all-in-one. I had to ream this thing. I had to fucking fine-tune this thing. I had to fucking OBS, studio. I didn't think that was something I could actually use. But this is like a $300 computer at most. At most. And you're telling me with that all that man cave money you have, you can't go out and buy yourself a computer and just learn how to edit? It's not hard. Hell, you probably have a PlayStation, correct? So odds are you probably have Share Factory. Right there, you can edit. If you have the webcam, guess what? It's compatible with most webcams. It's compatible with most microphones. The microphone I'm using cost me $40 at most. The mic boom arm, it was like a fucking almost half that price. More, actually. It was like $30. You got all that man cave money, but you can't go out and just get like the bare minimum for a decent setup. And if you want a PlayStation 5, you could go buy a PlayStation Heritage desk mat, or a PlayStation Lite. But you can't do that.
I'm not going to call anybody out, but I will let people know that I see them. I see them ever so clearly.
Okay, so I noticed this also with some of these fanboys. They always like to be vague. They don't want to try to call out people specifically. So that's why they won't do videos like this, because, they'll just be like, well, I'm not trying to call anyone out. Fuck that. Yo, for real. I got no problem saying this right now. If I have a problem with you, I'm calling you out. Even if it's just a friendly disagreement. I've done it before. Do I got bigger balls than you, buddy? I'm starting to think so. I got Negan-sized balls. Gonna need an extra tight skin suit.
Everything's political. There ain't nobody being real. If you're on Twitter and you're looking for real, you're not getting it. No matter, you're just not getting it, man. Unless you may form a relationship personally with somebody through that.
The fuck are you talking about? Legit, I don't know what you're talking about here. Well, this is all political. You on Twitter, you don't get it. Get what? Get what? We don't want to pay $70 for fucking video games. I would argue video games shouldn't even be costing $60. Much as I will sit here and tell you right now, face to face, Rome Rush, I am a PlayStation fan, just like you. But the difference between me and you is I'm not going to sit here and say that we should be happy to pay $70 for video games. In fact, if anything, we should be pissed off that we're paying $70 for games, especially since they're not that much of a leap to begin with. 100% honesty here. 100% transparency here. I love The Last of Us Part 1 because it's the best way to play the game, but that is not worth $70. God of War Ragnarok, I am super excited for, ecstatic for. I don't want to pay $70 for. Freaking, even like if they came out tomorrow and announced a Blasto remaster or remake, whatever, fully revoiced dialogue, brand new gameplay, brand new graphics, everything. I still wouldn't want to pay $70 for it. This isn't a narrative. This is people actually not, being stupid and actually having smarts in their brain not to let the companies do whatever the fuck they want. But I'm getting ahead of myself because this is nothing. I got a feeling we're going to get into worse territory.
Network or whatever. And it happens like that. But, other than that, man, you have some of the most inconsistent, most full of crap people that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Who?
In my entire life.
I reiterate. Make it sound like, that's so dramatic. Buddy, again, if you want to actually, be more dramatic, learn to edit.
But I guess it's supposed to be that way because we didn't have this kind of stuff back in, 2003, 2009.
Like what? God damn it! You are being so fucking vague. It's actually annoying. What? People being vocal? No shit. Twitter and social media wasn't a thing back then. It kind of was, like, it was in its early stages, but it's nowhere as prominent as it was back. It is now. Dear Lord. And I can actually see you holding your cell phone and your fucking glasses. Right there. This man has enough money to get a fucking Marvel freaking gaming chair. And don't think I didn't fucking see that. And a freaking Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet. But he can't afford to get a goddamn tripod, which at most costs you 10 fucking bucks.
And in the 90s, so I guess I wouldn't see this in my entire life. But what I will say is, anything that you say can be and will be held against you no matter what. So be aware of everything that you say.
No shit. You say something stupid on the internet, it will be on the internet forever. So try to control the stupidity.
And be ready to stand on whatever you say.
No shit.
Because if you don't, you screwed. Period. You're screwed. But people want to run with this $70 narrative, like, because that's all this thing is a $70 narrative. No one really cares about paying $70 for the games that they want. No one cares. And
yes, we do. Listen, like I said, I'm hyped. Oh, God, that's the perfect face. Thank you. Thank you, gods from above. I'm going to remember this time point. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm going to type that down on somewhere on my fucking phone here. Sorry, guys. That's just the perfect face for all y'all PlayStation ponies. And yes, I know the irony that PlayStation gamers calling people PlayStation ponies, but I'm not a corporate shill. I don't sit here and defend everything. I don't get this either. Can someone ever explain this to me? Why the fuck do people keep, like, the barcode, like, still on their hats? That's, like, the first thing I take off. The minute I walk out of that damn store, that's the first thing I take off. The hat I was wearing before.
no one's going to pay $70 for a game that they don't want. They don't.
No shit.
And if there's a game that you're interested in, but you're willing to pay $70 for, you'll pay the $70 because it's nothing to you, right? If you got it. But if you know that it's not a game that you're not, if it's a game that you're not anticipating, right? But you're interested in, but you're willing to pay $70 for, you're willing to wait. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't wait? You know what I mean? All games ain't equal. All games ain't worth.
What's your point here? How about this? How about we don't want to pay $70 for the games we want, and we don't want to pay $70 for the games we don't want? when you let these corporations do and say whatever the hell they want and charge whatever the hell they want for their games, guess what? They're going to try to get away with giving you the most bare bone product for the maximum fucking amount of money they can make. You know, this reminds me like so much of like the extra credits thing, where they were talking like games should cost $70. I swear to God, Sony fucking listened to them. And they're like, oh, well, this got a couple likes, so we will definitely consider doing this. Oh my God, that was almost racist. I am sorry. I did not mean to, fucking make a stereotypical accent there. Just kind of happened. It slipped out of my mouth.
$70. $70 is subjective.
No, it's not! If a game costs $70, it costs $70. The thing is, you can't go to Walmart and find a game for $70, then go to Target, find that same game for $65, $60, $30, $40. It is always $70 for a brand new AAA game made by PlayStation, Ubisoft, and Square Enix. Like, I think the only Square game I could think of right now that is coming out that's not going to be $70 is Crisis Core. But then they like have the deluxe edition, which of course that's the $70 version. Like, Christ almighty. Yeah, I get where he's trying to say like, oh, well, maybe if you're not excited for this game, don't pay $70. Maybe wait for it to go on sale. Yes, dipshit, that's the point. But we shouldn't have to already decide to do that for a game we're excited for. Maybe, maybe this should be an option here. Maybe Sony should charge less money for the digital version of the game instead of more. I have a digital PS5, and I do not understand this. This is something I can't wrap my head around. Why the fuck am I paying $70 for a brand new game that supposedly most of that cost is going to physical shipping, but my copy of the game won't be physical? It's a code. It's a code up in the cloud. Does the game cost $70 to store it on the cloud on their servers for me to be able to download my copy of the code and play the game? I think that this is my opinion. Video games that are digital sold, digital distributed, whatever the fuck the word is, because I can't talk worth of shit, those should cost $50. The physical copies should cost $60. Because you actually have to make the physical copies. But we're not even seeing like collector's editions being sold without the game. Like, think about that. Red Dead Redemption 2 collector's edition. Remember that? That was sold without the fucking physical game. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this because I heard kind of conflicting reports, but God of War Ragnarok being sold for its crazy ass price, but you do get a good bit of stuff. I will admit the Mjolnir is kind of worth it on its own. But guess what? You don't get the game. They give you this nice steel book, but nothing in it. Weird, right? So why does the physical edition, why does the collector's edition cost the base $70? Then they raise the price up from all the extra shit they put in there. Should it be at the base, $50? Then raise the price, so maybe then the overall price would be a little lower? I know I'm making not very good time on this video, but just this makes me want to rant.
It's subjective. I mean, the $70 value for a game is subjective. Excuse me. It's
No, some games are worth the asking price, some aren't. For example, my review Destroy All Humans 2, which, going back, I kind of should have not done that video the way I did it. To me, that $40 price tag they asked for it, that was perfect. That was like right on the line. Because if I would have paid $50, $60 for that game, I would have been pissed off. I would have said, nope, that's not worth the asking price. especially if it was $70. Oh, fuck that. But then there's games like God of War Ragnarok, The Last of Us Part 1, Returnal, freaking Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, where it's like, if this was $60, I'd be, hell yeah, on board. But that $10 extra, I guess it makes me a little bit more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Cautious? I mean, I said in a previous video, this is actually kind of like one of, little weird benefits of games costing $70. I am way more picky now what I'm willing to pay for $70 for a video game. I'm looking for, certain little things. I'm not, if I hear that game is still running 30 FPS, I laugh that fucking game out of the building. I laugh it out, be like, get the fuck out. No, you can't even run 60. Fuck that. Get out. Next.
Subjective. Can't say that. So if it's subjective, why is there an argument? You know why is there an argument? I'm gonna say it again. It's all narratives. It's all narratives.
It's not a narrative. It's a fact. The games cost $70.
There are people that's really in their feelings about the $70 because they don't even realize the game that other people are playing when it comes to the $70. You know what I mean? These people that screaming about $70 don't care.
Yes, they do. That's why they're screaming about it. That's why I'm screaming about it. God, my neighbors gotta hate me.
They don't care either way.
Yes, we do.
But you gotta.
That's why we're complaining about it. We're complaining about paying $70 for video games because we care about it. Are you so fucking stupid that you can't comprehend basic human reasoning? I complain about something because I care about this thing, and I wish it wasn't this way. Or are you so autistic that you literally can't comprehend this?
A whole bunch of people running up, following them and everything about $70 because, it's all console war basis. It's all the... legitimize your weak ass argument and all of that stuff. That's all it's for. Cause ain't nobody there's not a person on earth that's not willing to pay for something they don't want. At the end of the day.
I want to say this right now. There have been things in my life I wanted, but because it cost a little bit more than I was willing to pay, guess what? I didn't buy it. There was a time where I was actually browsing Amazon. I was thinking about replacing this microphone here. I was thinking about getting the Quadcast Solo HyperX. The Quadcast HyperX. I want that. I want to have a better microphone for my, YouTube videos and, potential streams down the road. I want to turn this back into my fucking streaming mic for the record. But I didn't buy it because it cost more than I was willing to pay for. So I decided to wait for it to go on sale. So on my phone, I'll get notifications if it goes on sale. Then I'll sit there, look at the price, maybe. What's your fucking point there, genius? There's always things we want, but they're so expensive, we don't buy them. Because we have other things in our lives that take priority. I'm telling you, this is how I could tell this man has a first world life. I, every month, sit at this computer, this very same computer, and I go through every single bill. Every single bill. And I make sure every single bit is calculated before I even think about buying a video game. Before I even think about buying a microtransaction for Fortnite. It's because I have priorities. Video games aren't my priority in life.
We gotta gauge wantness too. We gotta gauge that. There's a wantness meter, right? You got a game that you're interested in, then you got a game that you want, and then there's a game that you really want. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of thing going on with, with us. It's not like every game that comes out, we want it. We want every game. Like, we gotta have every game. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. A lot of people ask me, like, why don't I get on more podcasts, or why don't I get in space?
No one asked you this. No one asked you this because no one cares about you. Who the fuck are you? Seriously, I forgot your name. My brain is actually shutting down from your stupidity. This video is nothing right now. It's like someone handed me a air in my hand. Here you go, sir. Here's the air. Here's the fettuccine alfredo you ordered. No, it's not. It's air. This is nothing. Why are you handing me nothing here?
Spaces, and you know what I'm saying? You know why? I don't get in a lot of these spaces and a lot of that stuff because I be seeing so much foolish.
I will say Twitter spaces are fucking retarded. Just one of those things that should not be a thing.
This breakout, man. It be somebody waiting to get their chance to gain some clout that they'll say or do some crazy shit and try to make you look stupid. Whatever.
You know who you are. Cody. You know who you are. Rome Rush. Are you actually defending $70 games when most games aren't worth $60? The occasional game that's worth $60.
The case may be, man, I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for it. I'm here to have like real conversations and everything. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here.
You're
here to do anything else.
You stop.
Oh,
you stop what? Person
I
pause.
will troll the weak. I will do that though. I will troll the weak. And what I mean by that is those who get so emotional over somebody else's opinion that they feel like they can just freely attack somebody. You know what I mean? I go after them. I do.
And yet the quality of your videos say different. All your videos, I actually looked into this. All his videos are from a cell phone. Yo guys, what's up? Yeah, the NBA full of shit right now. Those are your videos. How are you going after anyone? I want to know. Oh, wow. Review Tech USA said PlayStation's anti-consumer. Yeah. Sony does anti-consumer things. And unlike you, I don't sit here and defend them. I don't defend them having a lackluster retro, PlayStation tier. I don't defend $70 games. I don't even want to pay to play online. I don't defend Sony deciding to charge, people $50 more for freaking a PlayStation 5 they could barely fucking find. But you will. Excuse me if I burp.
I go after them. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can't have an interesting conversation. I can make it interesting and just troll the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Get you all in your feelings and stuff. That's fun to me. Because other than that, it's fun. It ain't.
God, please do me a favor. Put some brain cells in this motherfucker's head.
Fun talking to somebody who ain't listening. You know what I mean? Ain't listening to you and ain't interested in what you got to say, but want to push their narrative down your fucking throat. And you notice that. You only notice that because people
We're almost through it.
If you have an interesting, engaging debate, people will ask you questions to understand your logic and everything else. If they don't ask you no questions, then you know that they're pushing their narrative. And you're wasting your time. It used to take me a little minute to figure it out. Now, I realize it.
That's what he's doing. He's going around in circles. Motherfucker. Yeah, again. What the fuck is this about? Seriously, what is this video about? $70 games are a narrative. They're an actual thing that we have to pay if we want to buy those games. This isn't a narrative. This isn't fake news. This isn't, something that someone made up on Twitter and spread it around. This is something you can see. You can freaking actually see from PlayStation. Games cost $70 fucking dollars. Now, depending on the publisher, developer, that could change. Like I mentioned before, Destroy Humans 2 is a $40 game. That's a fair price to ask. And not every game costs $70. Thank fucking God. But if we're being 100% honest with ourselves here, game developers, publishers, they're going to start seeing if they can get away with it. We're already seeing it with Ubisoft, Square Enix, PlayStation. They're starting to be like, well, our games are a premium product, so we need to charge a premium price, which the premium price, it happened just to be $70. Good Lord, this is going to jack up like the prices of collector's editions. Like, damn, I just thought about that.
Much faster. But yeah, man, I don't mess around with a lot of people. I get on social media, I talk my little stuff, say what I'm gonna say, and 99% of the stuff that I say, I'm being real and honest about it. I'm standing on it. And if it ain't the 1% is me trolling, you soft, emotional fanboys. That's real. That's real. You never see me call nobody out there.
I hate when people do this stuff. When you can tell it's like his arms getting cramped up because he has to keep moving his arm. Because when you hold something for a long time, it does cramp up after a bit. And he's just, this is why I stopped doing cell phone videos. I actually looked at my videos back in those days. I was like, man, I am not happy with this shit. I heard about Share Factory. I was like, you know what? I'm not very good at editing, but let's see what happens. Now look at me. I'm just a little bit above that, but man, this does not make me what you would say nostalgic. Cell phone videos are always trash.
Man, none of that. I don't call nobody out their name. I don't call nobody out their name. I don't get personal. None of that. I don't. Nope. But I will throw a shot back if you throw one at me. I will do that.
Oh my God, just shut your ass up. Oh my God, it's just still going?
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, man. I wanted to get my
hallelujah
out the way. I don't play with a lot of these clowns, man. I really don't, man. I really don't play with a lot of them. And every day I notice it is more fakeness than ever. It's more trash than ever. But I'm here for it. I am. That's why I'm still here. Rome, I'm gone.
Dear God. That was painful. That was painful. That was a nothing video, like I said. So yeah. I made a video responding to a nothing video. I legit don't even know what the fuck he was talking about most of the time. I thought that was a video talking about $70 games being a narrative, but man, that man's got about as much brain cells as Harmon Smith. Until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer signing out. Hoping you all have a good day now. Peace out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube algorithm BS. I need some more coffee. That ain't enough. I need more.